Hello, everyone. Father Rendell Torres here with a good friend of mine, Linda LeClaire. And I just wanted to share something that we were talking about. I was chatting with Linda, and Linda was telling me about how she and her husband, Ron, recently completed moving. And moving is a huge deal, as many people know. And they moved to a new house. And one of the reasons they moved to this new house was something that was just really inspiring to me. So anyway, welcome, Linda. And I just wanted to just review again, like, why is it that you moved, and why did you move to where you decided to buy your house?
Okay, so I have lived in Greene County in the boonies for most of my adult life.
Mm-hmm.
Never wanted to live near an urban area.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, with the priest shortage, there's
Yeah.
fewer and fewer daily masses. And for years, I was a daily mass goer. I was able to go every day, even though I worked and did all these other things, because mass was very important to me. And now we just see that it's less and less. There's now at my former local parish, we have 2 weekday masses a month. And then on the weekends, we do have masses, but sometimes we don't. And the mass is just, to me, the most important thing. And I'm just so happy. I bought a house within a short distance of walking. I teased the pastor there and said, yes, even when I'm older with my walker, it is flat here and it's a short walk, and I can still come to Mass. And like this morning, I was up and at 'em and at Mass, and I was just so happy. It was so important to me. And we're still in the dredges of moving, but I get to go to Mass all the time now. And the church is open that I can go
Right.
pray.
Yeah.
So even on my morning walk, if Mass isn't until later in the day, I can stop and pray.
Yeah.
It's just such a blessing.
Right. So you moved so that you could go to
Go to
Mass
Mass.
every day,
Yes.
and you moved to your particular location, your house,
Yes.
because it was close to the church.
Yes.
And you're very happy because you can walk there.
Yes, because I figure as I get older, I don't
Yeah.
want to have to drive
Right.
too much. Because now I would drive. Where I
Right.
lived, I would drive. I'd come up to the Albany area to go to Masses
Right.
during the week.
Right.
But as I get older, I might not want to drive. But
Right.
if I have a walker and it's just a small walk and it's a sidewalk, I can get to Mass.
Right.
So, yeah, I can get to Mass. And it's just the best way to spend my day is at Mass.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I know that many people sometimes buy their houses because it's close to the stores or the groceries or to their medical appointments and that kind of thing. But for you, it's close to church, it's close to Mass. And I was wondering, how did you get to a point where Mass was so important to you that it determined where you're going to buy your house?
Well, I'm very blessed. I was pretty much a nominal Catholic. I mean, I went to Mass every Sunday and holy days of obligation, but didn't really understand too much. And just as I became an adult, with the catechism and wonderful teaching by priests and just watching different things and going to different conferences, I just realized more and more how important the Mass is and how it's really Jesus there. And I just don't want to be away from him. And so that's what I did. That's why I wanted to move. And my husband agreed because he didn't want to move. He did it for me. He did it for me, for love of me, because I want to be at Mass.
What about for like people who just say, well, Jesus is everywhere, he's in the world, he's in Scripture, he's in me when I pray to him. Why is it so important for you that you be at a church going to Mass, and what's so different about Jesus being there as opposed to just being anywhere when you can pray to him anywhere in his spiritual presence?
Well, it is true that Jesus is always with me, but I think in a more special way. That's why we like adoration of the Blessed Sacrament. That's why we want the Holy Sacrament. It's Calvary represented, and it's right there. And even during the time of COVID, when we had to watch it online, it was so painful. I mean, I'd be kneeling there at my table and watch and pray the spiritual communion, but it was so painful. The longing I used to want to always be a daily Mass goer and was until it wasn't so available. But once COVID happened, as soon as things reopened, I was driving up to Troy, and 9 and 20, I was scared half to death. I'd be gripping my steering wheel, but I wanted to get to Mass so badly because where I was, we didn't have Mass yet. So I did as much as overcome all my fears just so that I could go to Mass. So there's something inside me that the more I learned about Jesus, the more I wanted to be Jesus, the more I grew in faith life. Jesus is so wonderful to come to us every day, and I just want to be able to come to him every day in a special way.
Wonderful. I've read that people's faith in Jesus' presence in the Mass and in the Eucharist is a grace that comes through the Virgin Mary. And I was just wondering if your devotion to Our Lady, our Blessed Mother, has any bearing on your faith in the presence of Jesus in the Eucharist.
I couldn't say specifically, but I've been praying the Rosary for years and years and years.
Mm-hmm.
I did the original St. Louis de Montfort consecration in the 80s, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But and more, the Blessed Mother is beautiful, and just she wants to lead us to Jesus, and she's there at the altar. She's there at Calvary.
Yeah.
So no, I've just been. You don't know how blessed I am. I am so blessed. I can't. I'm just so blessed. I can go to Mass now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you've been participating in these Marian consecration retreats and books. Is there anything in your reading or in your prayer or in your discussion with your husband or with the groups that has touched you or something that you really appreciate?
Oh, there was so much material we've covered in the last two sessions, between the two. Just mostly that she's just there for me, that she's my mother, and that she wants what's best for me. As I'm a mother of children. We want what's best for our children, and she wants what's best for me, and that's her son.
Great. You have any recommendations for people who would like to come closer to God or come closer to Christ, even through the Mass, or who may feel, that they're dry in their faith or far from the church or anything like that? Do you have any recommendations?
Well, if it's possible, even try adding one extra Mass a week. Or if no Mass is available, try to stop by church if your church is unlocked and you can just go pray just for a little while. And just ask Jesus to help you appreciate him even more. And I think then it will come.
Yeah.
It will come.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for taking time, Linda. This is great. Spontaneous
Very much.
Spontaneous comment that Linda made to me, and I just thought, I have to share this. So I don't know if you choose your house or your car based on the Mass and how it will help you get to Mass, but anyway, there's a beautiful grace when the Lord comes so close to us and to someone such that it becomes the center of our lives. In any case, I hope that this was an inspiration to you and that you too can also come closer to the Lord through your own faith and especially through the Eucharist. Take care and God bless you.